my partner Teller. We are Penn Teller. As you know, we are Americans. And we would like to perform the most American magic trick ever invented, the bullet catch. It's psychotic, loud, and very dangerous. The perfect American trick. You get a bullet signed by a member of the audience, and you shoot it into the magician's mouth. But before you get too excited about us doing this trick, we can't use the guns. We couldn't get permits. It's not our fault. In this country, if you fire a gun in a crowded building, you get really yelled at. And since there was no budget to shoot this one segment in Times Square, where they're a little more lax about these things, we had to make do. We tried throwing a signed truncheon into Teller's mouth, but it just wasn't pretty. So we came up with this, the lima bean catch. Now, would you take this magic marker, please, ma'am, and just write your name across that bean so you recognize it again, please. Okay, we got a shot of that? Bean writing? Good. And now I have a slingshot, a wrist rocket. I believe you people all call it a catapult. This is also illegal here. What a country. But at least the catapult squad can be paid off. Now, I'll take this here. Would you examine Teller's mouth, please? Examine his mouth. There's nothing hidden in there? Examine his mouth. And okay, here it is. Penn Teller's British version of the American classic bullet catch, the lima bean catch. Trick with a hollow tip 9mm slug, huh? Now that would be okay. Hold your hand out. Don't be a crybaby. Hold your hand out. Hold your hand out. And is that you mean? You can keep it as a souvenir. Welcome to the unpleasant world of Penn and Teller. Later in the show, we'll be teaching you a surefire tip for dating. And in a world exclusive, Teller and I will be taking you behind the scenes at the Magic Circle with our very special guest, Mr. Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeve. But first, we're going to do a bit of performance art called the domestication of animals, about how the animals that live among us, farm animals and pets and so on, come to be under our control, come to be domesticated. Actually, it's a performance art period piece, and it takes place in the latter part of the Pleistocene epoch, which is after the last ice age, and the time considered by most experts to have been the dawn of man.
I am now the spokesman for early mankind, and we're talking about the domestication of animals.
Okay, this is the way I got it figured. We're gonna take over this planet, what with our opposable thumb and our ability to perceive our own mortality. And when we do, we will no longer forage for food. Those of you that we find useful, such as the silkworm, the oxen, the horse, and the honeybee, you can live with us on these farms and you'll receive food, shelter, and protection from your natural enemies. Now, it's no secret to any of you that we are carnivorous, and those of you that we find edible, such as pigs, cows, sheep, and chickens, you can live on these farms under these same conditions, except, of course, when you reach adulthood, you will be slaughtered and eaten. Now, you still have some openings for pets. I'm talking canines, felines, certain small birds, reptiles, and fish. As a pet, you will live right in the family dwelling. You will eat the family food. You will share affection with the family members, but you will, of course, have no vote nor any say in any family matters. Now, the vast majority of you will choose to remain in the wild. There are a few things I'd like to warn y'all about. First of all, many of you will be hunted for sport and for food. You will all be studied eventually in scientific experiments. And if you'd like to look many thousands of years in the future, as our species multiplies, we will need more and more homelands for ourselves, leaving less and less wild homeland for you. This means some of the more fragile, less adaptable species will become extinct. So, all things considered, if I were in your position, I would opt for domestication. Okay, let's do some real magic. Hit it. We're happy now, like Ali Bongos from hell. If they start clog dancing, I'm leaving. The cups and balls. Goodness gracious. Imagine my surprise. Oh no, he screwed up. No, he didn't. He was acting. One ball underneath the center cup. Two balls, loser. Three balls underneath the center cup. And a citrus fruit. Now that there is the cups and balls. It is literally the oldest trick in all of magic. And we did it just like Paul Daniels and all the other Magic Circle members would do it if they could still skip. Now, I am sure you've heard about the awful things that the British magicians have been saying about us. And We'd hate to let them down in our last show. So we're going to see how mad we can get them if we really try. We're going to break 4 basic rules of magic. Now, the first rule is you never do the same trick twice. We're going to do the same trick twice. Second rule of magic is you never tip the gaff to the lay public. That means you never tell people how a trick is being done. I'm going to tell you exactly how this trick is being done. The third rule of magic is you never let the audience see your secret preparation. This has got to be done backstage, out of sight, so the audience does not know what is hidden in which pocket. And the fourth rule of magic is something even Paul Daniels would agree with me on. No one in the world would argue with this. You never, ever do the cups and balls with clear plastic cups. So here's our version of the cups and balls. Here's the first ball, put it in the first cup. The second ball, simultaneously secrete beneath the cup, put it in our hand and show it. Here's the third and final ball, put it in your hand and show it in the cup, and place it in the cup at the same time so you secrete and reveal it. Now all steps the second half, 3 cups all loaded, 3 balls on top. Center ball, please center cup, these are the side balls, you put it in anymore. We have 3 in the center cup. When you see balls that come over here, this is not juggling, this is called misdirection. For looking over here, Teller sneaks the final ball under, there's 1 more on either side, and of course, Mr. Barney Lime for our finish. That's the cups and balls. We will be back in part 2 with a great trick to impress your hot date, and I'll be torturing an audio animatronic teller, so stay tuned. Welcome back to the unpleasant world of Penn Teller. And here's the trick that you can do on a date. We picked this woman out of the audience. What's your name, ma'am?
Carrie.
Carrie, right up here, Carrie. We're just on a date. Come on. And we've been, this is our first night out, and you are sitting right over there. And I am sitting here, and we're just kind of talking and dating away, and we'll just take it from, of course I met Keanu Reeves. Yeah, I coached him on his accent for Dracula. That was me that did that. So, did you happen to see Twin Peaks? Any of the Twin Peaks stuff with Sheryl Lynn Fenn? Well, Sheryl Lynn Fenn in this does this really incredibly skillful, sexy thing where she ties a cherry stem with her tongue. She's digging me. Now, I happen to be very, very good at this skill. Why don't you just have that cherry thing? There you go. Now you watch this, Carrie. Come on. Look how hot she's getting. Take it. Hold it up to the camera there. Now, see how that helped our date? See how badly she wants me? I could have you right now, couldn't I? But I have work to do. Why don't you go right back to your seat there, Carrie? Thank you so much. Can you go back up there? Now, this